I'm Dave Lorenz on Travel Michigan, and we are delighted as our final guest of the program today to introduce you to Ken Hayward. He's the Executive Vice President of Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island, the one and only Ken Hayward. How are you, Ken?
Great, Dave. How you doing?
Nice to have you here. I'm doing okay. So, the season about to kick off at not only on the island, but at Grand Hotel. You excited for another good season this year?
We certainly are, and obviously last year was our 125th anniversary, so we had a lot of hype and build up to last season. But of course, once we got through our birthday on July 10, we immediately started thinking about next year and what we're going to do for the upcoming 126th season. And last spring was so warm in the Michigan that it really felt like we should be open. This year, spring seems to be struggling to be with us, but preparations are ongoing, fast and furious up on Mackinac, and we're looking forward to welcoming guests here real soon.
I know the ferries are operating now from at least Mackinac City. I'm assuming from St. Ignace as well.
Actually, just from St. Ignace right now.
From St. Ignace,
and
okay.
then the Mackinac City starts the weekend of May 3rd, which is when pretty much most of the hotels and businesses on the island open up. So Grand Hotel actually has an early opening, April 26th, which starts where you can stay at the hotel. Our dining room's not open, but a lot of guests really enjoy it because they can wander the hotel. We do a daily tour with our historian, and he walks everybody through, but at off hours you can wander through the hotel and see the guest rooms and watch us get the hotel ready. And then, of course, May 3rd, we open in earnest.
Well, that sounds like a great opportunity. You know how much I appreciate Bob Taggart's as your historian. He's such an interesting guy. Yeah. I'm sure I do no favors for blowing up his ego even as much as I do. But
we
he's
try
such
to
an
keep
interesting
people.
guy.
We try to keep people calm. We want his head to fit through the door when we do have the world's longest porch, but sometimes we wonder if his head will fit on it. But as we say, he's a man of a few thousand words.
Yes,
so
and he's a very interesting guy. So actually,
he really is.
When you go to Grand Hotel, one of the things I always recommend is go to the lecture from the historian, which doesn't sound like a fun thing to do, but it is. You learn good things, and it's a lot of fun.
It is entertaining, and it's not a boring history lecture. He has great facts and great tidbits and great stories, and he really has a passion for it, and I think that really comes through. And quite honestly, I mentioned the 125 years. There is a great history on Mackinac Island and Grand Hotel, and quite honestly, it's Michigan's history too. And it's really, really fun to go do. And I've heard it, and it never gets old.
So take the ferry from St. Ignace, head to the island, enjoy some early activities, including the early opening of Grand Hotel on the 26th of the month. Now, since you're opening up without the restaurant operation going right now, is there a deal that you're offering?
Well, actually, what we do is the main dining room in our hotel is not open, but we do have the Village Inn, which is our restaurant downtown, and also the Gatehouse, which is the restaurant right at the bottom of the hill, open. So there is a place to get meals, and we, of course, include continental breakfast. And the early opening rate is $195 per room. And that includes, like I said, the breakfast, but there are dining options for you available. So don't think that there's not a place. We will feed you dinner. And then, of course, May 3rd, we start with the 5-course dinner that night, and it'll run every night through the whole season. And
both of those restaurants you mentioned are really Grand Hotel style and quality, so they'll enjoy that a lot. Well, what new things might Grand Hotel be cooking up for this season? Well, we have a great new addition we're very excited about, which is called Sadie's Ice Cream Parlor. The Mussers have always wanted to add a traditional, old-fashioned ice cream parlor with the marble tables and the wired chairs and kind of like an old-fashioned soda fountain. And with the help of Hudsonville Ice Cream, we're partnering with them, a nice Michigan-based company. I'm proud to announce that we are
unveiling Sadie's Ice Cream Parlor on May 3rd. Sadie, of course, is the Scottish Terrier that won the Westminster Dog Show for the Musser family. So we named the ice cream parlor in her honor. So the logo's real fun with the little Scotty dogs and Sadie's. And it is going to be located in what was Margaret's Garden. So when you walk up the hill towards the hotel, there's on the east end of the hotel, there's a semicircular building there on the ground level, and that will be Sadie's. And so everyone welcome, no admission fee to the hotel to go in to enjoy some ice cream. We're going to have, malt shakes, sundaes, and we're going to even have the Grand Sundae, which is going to be 10 to 15 scoops of ice cream with any toppings you want, and it's going to be served in a dog bone-shaped giant bowl. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it. And, it's really something that we've, like I said before, we've really wanted to add for a long, long time. I think, it fits who we are and the traditional resort experience, and I think it's going to be a great addition to the hotel. And we're moving the garden and flower shop. We do a lot of fresh cut flowers in our guest rooms and for weddings and anniversaries, and we're moving that right just inside the hotel in the lower lobby there. So it's going to be kind of an open air flower shop, something you might see on a street corner somewhere in the city. So I think that's going to be real fun and add a lot of atmosphere too. But we're very excited about Sadie's for the upcoming year.
Oh, that's really cool. Have that old-fashioned ice cream parlor. Kind of fits that traditional thing. But Grand Hotel isn't just about the traditional wooden hotel experience. It has a certain flair and a certain style that's one of its own, and people are going to enjoy that when they check it out.
Well, I think people sometimes mistake historical and traditional with fancy, and with we ask people to wear jacket and tie for dinner, for our 5-course dinner, not because it's stuffy and if you hit your fork on your water glass, everyone's not going to come and look at you. From your experience there, Dave, it's a wood floor. There's live music. It's a real there's 800, 900, 1,000 people in there every night. So. I would say it's a traditional experience, but it's not a formal experience. So, and I think people really, when they come for the first time, they're surprised at how much fun they can have, because it's fun to get dressed up for dinner, but it doesn't have to be a 3-piece suit or a tuxedo. It can be khaki pants and a blue blazer, and I think sometimes people who haven't come get the misunderstanding that they can't come and have a good time and relax and enjoy themselves. And quite honestly, that's what we were all about. That's why we were built way back when in 1887, as a place for people to come, get away from things, relax, and enjoy themselves. And it's interesting that what was fun all those many years ago is still what's fun today. Hanging out on the front porch in a rocking chair. They probably weren't reading their iPads and that sort of thing way back then, but at the same time, it's all about pace of life on Mackinac, and no cars, so your horse and carriage and bicycles and walking, and it's all about the point of reference for everyone and everybody. We have so many people tell us it's just the one place where they can truly get away from things and relax, and everything slows down. And that's what our experience is all about, and that's what we really try for people who haven't been before. Sometimes they have the idea that they can't, relax and just hang out at the pool, or go play some golf, or go for a bike ride around the island, and then stop for a dip in the pool, and they get back and just relax and enjoy themselves and spend time together, which is what we're all about.
Ken, in 10 seconds that we have left, is there something you could tell me that might surprise people about Grand Hotel? A little trivia?
Well, I think, I guess a little trivia would be we have 650 employees from 24 countries last year, so real diverse staff, and we have, more employees, almost twice as many as we have guest rooms, so, the level of service is going to be good, and I think people, they know there's a lot of people working there, and we have to house and feed all of our employees just like we do our overnight guests at the hotel.
Yeah, it's a big job. Well, thank you, Ken. Ken Hayward, Executive Vice President, Grand Hotel, inviting you up to Mackinac Island this season. Some special things happening early in the season as well. For more information, go to MackinacIsland.org. That's Mackinac with a C. That's all the time we have for today's program. I want to thank Mark Blackwell for engineering today's program. And on behalf of George Zimmerman and Michelle Benash, I'm Dave Lorenz. Welcome you to join us next week right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at michigan.org.